and they'll take the dead person and do this. They'll wrap him up. Sometimes they'll put them on a wooden raft, set it on fire, and let it go down the Ganges, the holy river. Or sometimes they'll just take the dead body and throw it in the Ganges and let it float down the river. That's their funeral. What most people don't know is a half a mile downstream, you have these guys. These are cannibals. They are Hindu cannibals. And they will wait for the dead people to come downriver. They pull them out. And then in a religious, semi-religious Hindu ceremony, they take the dead person, sprinkle it with ointment, and pray to their hundreds of thousands of gods. And then the witch doctor, the high priest, will sit on the body, do their ceremony, and then he takes a machete and he cuts up the dead person. Cuts him up. This is part of their religious ceremony. So he cuts up the dead person and then he eats it. This is no joke, folks. How are the young people in India who see this as normal? Who is going to go to reach them? Who? You? I don't know. I'm asking you. Who goes to places like this? I do. Why do I go to places like this? Because if people like me don't go, if people like you don't go, how are we going to reach these people? Do you understand what I'm saying? This isn't a movie, my friends. This is real life. You're used to watching movies. You ain't watching a movie today. You're seeing real life. You want to talk about hopeless? I'll show you hopeless. I'll show you hopeless. I'll show you places like that all over the world where culture and society have written these people off. They've written the kids off. I was sitting there watching this, and as I'm watching this guy eat the dead guy, I looked over and I saw the priest's son watching his father eat the dead guy. That kid's going to grow up thinking what? That's normal. You and I know it's not. But how are they going to know the truth unless someone says, whatever it takes? Whatever it takes. Not, the whole world doesn't live like Singapore, folks. Some of you need to come to that revelation. You don't know how blessed you are. Shame on you. Shame on you. You could have been born there. But for the grace of God, you were born here. Do you look at life like that? Or do you not get it? I don't know. But you better ask yourself a question. You could have been born in a garbage dump. But you ought to thank God you were born here. You have a church like this. You have a pastor like this that's given his life for you. Do you understand that? Yes. Do you? Yes. You want to talk hopeless? I'll talk hopeless with you all night. Now, God will then bless you later. Then you will be able to take what God has given you, take your education, take what God has given you. Then you can turn it around later in life and even be a greater blessing and be a greater support and support this church. Do you know what I see when I look out here? You know what I see? I see, as time goes on, if you guys are willing to commit yourselves now, not wait till you've made money, but commit what you have now. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Yeah. This is the day that you have, and just so you know, you have no guarantee of tomorrow. I've been shot in the face. I've looked down enough gun barrels in my life. I've seen 22 people murdered up close since I've lived in New York City. I know how quickly life can be taken away. Today, you're young, we're laughing, going to have a great service. Yeah, you have no guarantee of tomorrow, my friends. Whatever you're going to do for God, you better start asking, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do now? You do your part today, God will move you into a whole new dimension later. You give what you have, it'll be blessed, it'll be broken, and it'll be used to make a difference. You understand what I'm saying? I'll go. I'll commit my life to making a difference in this world. I'll reach people for Jesus. I'll go across town. I'll invite friends. I'll bring people. I'll pray. I'll give. I'll support. I'll make a difference. I'll make a difference. And he stood between the living and the dead. And where he stood, the death stopped. They've come to the altar. May the fire of God burn in them so they can leave this place and see a need, see an opportunity. And they can say, I'll stand between the living and the dead. I'll stand and make a difference. I'll speak to someone. I'll testify. I'll live the life in front of my friends so they see Jesus in me. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that.